Hello. So today we're going to be talking about what is in, or what I had in my birth kit. There's actually quite a bit more that was in there that I didn't end up using. And then we're going to talk about the extras that I purchased, or, some of the stuff is just household items. And I apologize, I keep looking down, but I'm trying to stay on point here. So, and then I'm going to talk about a few other things that I've gotten some questions about. One being how to get the RhoGAM shot if you're doing an unassisted or if you're doing a free birth, how to get a hold of that. And then how to, make sure you're doing the Eldon blood testing kit properly. So we will start with the main things I used in the birth kit were I'm going to actually start with some of the extras. So beforehand, I used the birthing ball a lot. I was in some predominant labor, or I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. I should have checked that before I did this, but I'm just trying to get this done. Anyway, it's I sat on the ball for a few days before I actually had her. I was just having a lot of contractions off and on for a few days before I actually had her. So that was helpful just to help keep the hips open and things kind of moving. I did not actually, I know it's called a birthing ball. I didn't actually use it while I was in active labor. So, but that was helpful, just to, like I said, to keep stuff open. And then I think those were the main things for there at the beginning. And then I did put one of those vinyl sheets on on the bed to protect the mattress, just in case anything happened, in the middle of the night, which that's never happened to me, but I usually will make the bed with a nice sheet, fitted sheet, regular sheet, put the vinyl sheet on top, and then do another fitted sheet, regular sheet of yucky sheets that I'm okay to throw away if anything happens to them. I've never had, like I said, I've never experienced that yet, but I like to be safe and not potentially ruin my mattress. So, let's see here. So, and then you'll want towels. You will want to be sure and have some towels on hand. So we used from the birth kit. I'll come back to that. I'm sorry. I am trying to stay on point, but it's not gonna be perfect. Anyway, Chuck's pads were the biggest thing from the beginning that we used. Catches a bunch of just when your water breaks, all that sort of thing. So I had several of these. There's smaller Chuck's pads, and then I've heard people say Chuck pads or Chuck's pads. I don't know. Anyway, and then there's the bigger ones. Those were the main ones we used. This came in the birth kit as well. This probably would have been helpful to have all over the floor. Nothing, I don't know, we didn't actually need it really. I guess it would have been useful, but we just put towels everywhere. I bought about 6 black bath towels, so that if, just with blood and stuff like that, it doesn't stain the towel. So that's helpful to have. I did buy some wash rags as well. Never ended up using those. And I think I've done that for my previous birds as well. This is my 4th baby. But bought washcloths for the other ones and never used them or needed them. So, the clamps, I got my birth kit with 2 clamps, and then the umbilical cord clamps. And then we used some gloves when we were doing, mainly when we were doing the blood testing kit. Those are the main things out of the kit that I used, the birthing kit that is. I will show you a few extra things that came in it. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not true. These briefs are amazing to have, to put your pads in and stuff after you have the baby. So I definitely use these as well. Anyway, let's see here, but this stuff, it's like lube and alcohol pads, prep pads, stuff like that. Didn't use any of that. I can show you real quick. This is from In His Hands, birthing, let me see here. Yeah, In His Hands birth supply. Hang on one second, I apologize. Here we go. Hopefully that's the right way. It's not backwards. Those are, this is everything that came in the box, but I feel like those are the main things we used. The bulb syringe, I didn't end up using it until after I had her. She got everything coughed out and cleaned out. So it was like a little while. Obviously, it was after having her. It was a little while after having her, though. She just got a snotty nose. That's what I used that for. The period bottle is obviously also great for rinsing off after you go pee for the first several days. So let's see what I want to touch on next here. So I said the extra stuff was I borrowed some umbilical cord scissors from my sister-in-law, her fish scale, and the little like cloth my mom made for weighing them. You'll want a bowl for the placenta, and then obviously pads for after having them. Some people do the aloe vera and witch hazel on the pads and put them in the fridge to cool them. That was really helpful for my first baby because I had it's a very surface tear, thank the Lord, but still painful down there and bruised a lot and got pretty swollen. So that was really helpful. But for the last 3, I've not done that with the pads. I've just used regular pads. So obviously those are extra things you'll need to get. And then right after having her, I did down a bunch of chlorophyll, the liquid chlorophyll, and I think my sister-in-law gave me, what was it? I think it was shepherd's purse and blue cohosh. I tend to sometimes not deliver my placenta until a little while later, so I was really focused on that this time around, and I think those things are helpful in moving things along there. I think I was like an hour and 15 past birth, so not bad. And then my mom had mentioned something about eating a bunch of dark chocolate or chocolate. I think that was, she said something with that. I wish I had the explanation for that, but maybe it's a placebo effect. I don't know. But yeah, ate a bunch of chocolate after I had her too. So anyhow, yeah, so those were the main things that were in my kit. And I'm gonna post videos of them taking the blood from the placenta to test her blood, my baby's blood. Because I'm Rh negative, I have to check their blood to make sure if their blood is positive of any type, I have to get the shot within 48 hours or something like that. And I had mentioned on a few comments that I had found on someone else's video that I was going to be looking into that, and they wanted to know what I had found out from that. Because if you're doing a completely free birth with no midwife or anything like that, it's like almost impossible, at least that's what I've heard, to get a hold of the RhoGAM shot. So thank the Lord we were able to find a lady close by, a midwife in the area, who just charged us for the shot and her administering it. So we were able to make it to her house. My mom had found her through someone else, I think. And yeah, so that was just, thank the Lord for that, because there were definitely a few moments of like, man, if I can't get a hold of that. For those of you who don't know, I guess if you don't get the shot soon enough after, it can cause harm with, it's like something in the blood cells or the antibodies. I don't know. I don't understand it all. It's been explained to me a couple times now, and I should have done my research and had a better explanation for you before I did this video. But like I said, I'm just trying to get this done because I'm going to be leaving a lot of the remaining birth supplies here because we're getting ready to head out of town. So we just don't need a bunch of extra stuff with us. So that's why I'm just trying to get this done. But anyway, the RhoGAM shot, you have to get it done with a certain amount of time so that it will not cause potential harm to your future babies. Anyway, so she was positive. It's nice to, find out their blood type anyway. But yeah, when we found out she was positive, then we touched base with the midwife and we were able to get that set up. So I am very, very thankful for that. I think, like I said, I'll post that video of them testing the blood from the placenta so you don't have to prick your baby. And I think that is about it. I hope. I tried to make all my notes so that this was still a little scattered, but my first video was worse, a lot worse. Yeah, I'm hoping to do another video just kind of wrapping up my birth story. I did one before I had her and kind of what I was believing for. Things went a little differently than what I was expecting, but overall, I'm very thankful with how everything turned out, and I recovered quickly and no tears. I'm just she's healthy, I'm healthy. I'm very, very thankful, and I thank the Lord for that and give him all the credit for that. So anyway, okay, I will catch you all next time. Thanks.